Hello, people. Hopefully you can hear me. I guess I probably should have checked and make sure there's actual volume. How's everyone doing today? Just going to share this to the group. I am recovering from the COVID, but I'm feeling much better today, which is awesome. Definitely not a fun experience. Not so bad the second time around. Apparently there's things that are like wanting to be moved, which happens as life does. But yeah, just here today, kind of feeling like, let's pull some cards and see what messages come up. So I got a few different decks here. If you'd like a card, then leave a comment that you want one. You can leave a little emoji, whichever works best for you. And with any of the cards, just so you know, like, this is not about telling your future and telling you like what you need to go and do. This is just really about kind of supporting you with, guidance, anything that might come through. It gives us like this ability then to decide what we'd like to create some change in, maybe some areas that we might need to become aware of, especially when we're like repeating some of the same patterns and all that. Hey, Gayleen. Hello. Sassy pants. I like that. Hi, Stacy. Okay, well, we'll get some cards pulled for both of you. Yeah, let me know how are things? How are things in life? Yeah, if you've been on the channel recently, there's been some changes for me. Again, COVID is just like this magical thing. It sucks people have died, okay? I'm not saying that's not a valid thing, but what I am saying is that this is now the second time. It's like when I go into COVID, it's like I come out with this like very new perspective. It's like I literally feel like I've died and I'm reborn. Who'd have thought you'd need to go through that like 2 times in the freaking like 4-month period, but apparently you do. It was my fault the second time, totally. So let's get some cards. Okay, Galen, let's see. Let's tune into that. I got the spider energy here. Tarantula. Oh, I don't know why. Okay, for some reason it's really creeping me out. I used to have a horrible fear of spiders. Okay, apparently it's gonna be that card. I used to have a horrible fear of spiders, and then around the time I started like my whole spiritual whatever awakening journey, whatever the hell you call it, it's like that fear started to go away. So I don't know if there's something you're fearful of. We also have here this friendship card that got pulled. I'll show them to you in a minute, feeling that. All the way down. The chakra cards. Survive. So we have a root chakra card here for you as well. I'm just going to show you these here. I don't know. So there's something that's like creeping you out. There's something that's creeping you out. Maybe it's a conversation that you need to have healing with someone, a friend or someone that you associated as close to you. Those aren't always the most comfortable conversations to have. There's sometimes a need that we need to like set boundaries and create that space. Oh, interesting, Stacey. Tattoos. I don't know if I do that, but that's just me. It's very brave. The survival, this root chakra. So maybe like these relationships, this friendship or whatever has been there to like hold space for you. And it's been something that's been like grounding. It's helped you get through what you've gotten through. It says here, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So maybe that reason now is gone, this friendship, and whatever that conversation is that you're kind of dreading having, it's going to keep creeping and crawling until you like freaking do it. I don't know if any of this makes sense for you, but also just noticing the earth. Oh, this card flipped, apparently. That was weird. Did you see that flip? Haven't you had this card before? Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. Which is interesting, so I was invited to go to a party coming up here with a bunch of like old coworkers. And part of me was like, I mean, I'm obviously in a place where I can at this point, but also I went through like this grieving process. Like, COVID's like freaking crazy what happens. And it made me realize how much I was like holding on to these. I legit saw these people as like my family. Like that's how I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like having to let go of this family. So maybe that's even that. Maybe this friendship is related to this employment change, this like new experience of wanting to move somewhere else. Like if you've been in your job for like so long, it like makes it harder and harder and harder. But it's creeping in. It's like, it's not going to go. That spider is like freaking me out for some reason. So I don't know. But like, just trust that with that change of whatever that path is moving forward, like you're going to be provided for, it's maybe been the survival. It's maybe been those relationships, whatever, that have helped you, but something needs to change. Again, the tarantula, that spider is like really about that energy of beginnings, like manifesting something into the reality, the web of life, that creation, thinking about the earth energy, knowing that everything is provided for you and that there's this connection to like source, to bring it into the physical reality. And we have Gabo here, the rune, all about those contracts. And it was actually on its side, just so you know. So it's kind of like that crossroad piece of like, you get to make this decision now moving forward. Hey, Jessica. How are you up? Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, for sure. We'll get you card. So yeah, whatever that decision is, Galen, like, it's interesting. I'm seeing these two as kind of the same. Oh, the spider. Like, make your freaking choice, Galen. Make your choice so you don't have to worry about it anymore, please. Okay? You get to choose ultimately where and what you're going through. And I mean, in the sense of how long you're gonna let like drag this out, I guess. I'll let you know that today I finally did my licensing stuff for my nursing, and I've officially decided I'm going to be non-practicing. This is like a huge decision. Tomorrow I might wake up regretting what I did today, but I don't think so. It's been on my mind, but it's like fucking decision just needs to be made. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I don't know what on earth is guiding me to make the decision that I did, but it's having that trust, having that faith, and just really opening. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not even reading all the things. Hi, Miss Megs. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. When you get your bars class done, you can practice on me if you want. Love getting my bars run. Congratulations. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, the bars. Like anytime I get my bars run, there is so much transformation that happens. So even if you don't know what's going to happen after this class, I'm curious who you're taking it with. I hope you say Linda, because Linda's amazing. Anyways, let me know who you're taking it with. But yeah, if you've never had your bars run, people, come chat with me. We'll do it. It's so awesome. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jessica. Yeah, the access bars is part of like access consciousness, and there are these 32 points on the head, and you literally just lay there. It's kind of like an energy process, and you just get the person just holds the bars, these different positions. There's some like sexuality, money, healing, sadness and joy, and like all these. It's very powerful. I'd say some of the most intense healing sessions I've had have been with access bars. Like interesting experiences during the session, but then it's like when I go, it's like it just shifts things significantly. So that's one of the modalities that I use, and I honestly love it. People come when it's time for them to get it, then they find it, and then they do it, and then it changes your life. So Not being biased. Anyways. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Galen. Marcy. Okay, I don't know who that is. I don't think. That'll be cool. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, just I don't know. They're just so fun. I just really every time I go to the Access bars or even any of the Access classes, it's just like this. It's just fun. Linda and Carol, the two ladies that I mostly have learned and taken different trainings and been part of like their groups and stuff, and they're just like so freaking amazing. Seriously. Okay, you have 2 cards here, so 2 animal cards, which I was gonna only keep the turtle, but then I saw the fox and I felt like I needed to click it. Which just reminds me, if anyone here has Prime and you want to watch an interesting movie, Jessica, you might really appreciate this. There's a movie called The Green Knight. I'm sure it's on other things. It's about like Sir Gawain or whatever, like, and the King Arthur and all that. Anyways, okay, the reason I'm saying that, this movie, the freaking fox, won't spoil anything for you, but there's this fox, this trickster energy is how I identify the fox. And we also have the turtle for you, Stacey, and sacred. There's something with these cards that I'm just seeing right now that's like directing you to go down, to direct your energy down. I think you've been in your head a lot, and it kind of causes that whirlwind like confusion state. And that can be a really challenging place to be all the time. Definitely got it. And we have this like eclipse coming up, right? This solar eclipse, this what do you call it? New moon. And so there's a lot of things that are wanting to be cleared right now. Okay. So many like energies. I know for me, I've been like in this fucking like time loop, inner loop, mindset thing, whatever. You're getting a lot of cards here. So if you're having, okay, I don't know if you're having like low back pain, Stacey. I don't even read notes. Yeah, Miss Megs, for sure. If you're in the area, do it. It'd be cool to see you, meet you. If we haven't met, I apologize. We have. I'm really horrible with that. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, you have a turtle tattoo too. That's interesting. Okay. Anyways, I got distracted there. You have health and perseverance. I'm feeling this energy in the low back. So I wonder too the connection with like, I see the sacred card and I think of the feminine. I think of going in. I know this is not a sacral card, chakra card, but I feel like there's something there. So whatever this, if there is back pain or something, if this is connected to, like, these are going to be connected to emotions, to thoughts as well. You can build up your health and your wellness through a variety of means by slowing down the thoughts, really be persevering around what those thoughts are, Stacey. Like, there's different tricks you can do, like breathing exercises to ground and bring yourself back as soon as you catch yourself in a thought loop. Water can be really helpful. So if you can have a bath or like just have a shower, I find washing the dishes is super like simple, easy, getting my hands in the water, and then I come out with this like new grounded place. And also making things fun. Like, how can you make it more fun? Like, oh, like you could talk to yourself like, oh, you silly, like, this is how you'd be like, oh, Fola, you had that thought again. Oh, you're so funny. You think that you would get this by now. Like, come on, like, we got this, have this conversation. That sounds really silly and weird, but making it light, I think, is a really important thing, because then it like will vanish. Like, see how this fox is like basically almost non-existent in this, like, in the ethers around. It all kind of blends together into the one. The health card says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And then we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So knowing that these things are connected with each other, that with you shifting your mindset and then just being mindful of that and seeing it'll also support you with your any of that pain. If it is low back pain or womb space, it's like I feel like this thing around the whole space there. Okay, we'll get you a rune actually. I got my rune expert on this video, so now I got to make sure I'm like extra on with my game. I'm always open to people's interpretations of things, by the way. See. Like that one time we got 2 runes out for someone. That was so funny. So we have Iwas is on its side. And the thing that's coming through to me around this is like, maybe if there has been this sense of like a lack of connection to your body, you know, like sometimes we can be so hard on our bodies, and we can just like really, we can like talk really down. We can like lose focus about what's really important, and then we disconnect, right? And we don't feel that support. Like, and it says here, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Like this body is a gift, you know? That's funny. We're talking about access consciousness because like, this is something I talk about quite a bit, is like that the body is this beautiful gift, like how, and we can be so mean to it, hard on it, because whatever, it's like, what if your body just wants to feel? And what even if those pains are like something that it wants to engage in so that it can learn how to experience something, even if we've gone through a lot of like challenging times, right? And when we feel like alone, like when we feel like we don't have like a group of people with us or supports there to be with us, it can make it even more challenging. So it's like, that's when we have to extra be there for ourselves if we can, right? And there's going to be some days where we can, some days where we can't. So I think, Stacey, just really being mindful of that for yourself. Honoring your body, knowing that it's sacred, taking the time and like water and having playfulness and fun, even with moving your body. It doesn't need to be this hardcore, go lift like 1,000 weights, you know, like having you move your body in a way that's playful for you. And know that you are going to be able to shift this and ground down again. This is going to connect you to like, more to like a community, because you're going to start to be able to open and build relationships, connections in this new way. But most importantly, it's going to connect you with your body. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, that is all I'm going to say, Stacey. I shall move on now. Ooh, okay. Who's next? Jessica. And then Miss Megs. Okay. Okay. Yes. Anyways, yeah, I was like, what time is it? I'm curious to hear more. We'll have a talk again soon. Clarity. Third eye. Looks like a boob. I don't know. I look like every time I say it looks like a boob. I got boobs on the brain. Why would they have just one boob on a card? I don't know. But anyways, that's funny. Oh, I thought that was gonna go and then it didn't. Oh, but that did. Didn't you get a moth card last time? Someone got a freaking moth card. You're moving towards the light. There is this honing in. There's a honing in. Oh, it needs to be this card for some reason. Health is coming in. I don't know why it told me to grab that bottom one. It's interesting because it's kind of like the same center piece. So if you're having something coming up, Jessica, with your health, like maybe you're having like a body pain. Maybe you're having a body pain, then sit with it. Sit with it, meditate on it. Imagine it being like this, like it's interesting, this attracting, because the angel card was attracting, not chasing. There's this like energy it's going to draw in, and you're going to be able to figure out, well, first off, you're going to heal that piece. It's going to unfold a lot of other things that are like underlying it, as I'm sure you're aware of that. And it's going to support you with bringing in the things that you are maybe most desiring right now or are in need of. So attracting, not chasing. This card says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of fears underlying the chasing energy. Oh, God damn these cards. Sorry. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So, oh, there we go. I don't know. I'm finding it really difficult to see this. I feel like you can't see this. Like I feel like you right now, maybe it's this clarity thing. Maybe it's so dark, it's hard for you to really hone in on what that like goal is, or what that like not that it's an end to your path, but like whatever the image is. Like, because I had legit just had to turn the light on. I know I can see it, but for some reason, maybe you feel like your eyes are blocked. Maybe if you feel at this point you need to shine shining the light. There's something about shining the light on the body parts or the pains and the things going on for you. You can literally like take like a candle or a flashlight and like light it on something. Maybe you don't like meditate on like that point of like light. Don't look into light bulbs or anything, okay? Like maybe a candle makes more sense because then it can, you can just stare at it. There's something powerful with the flame. Oh, and there's flames in there too. You see, I'm not seeing it, but I'm kind of seeing it. I need to read what's all saying here. Hi, Lion. Lion's Den, hello, hello. If you'd like a card, I will pull you one in. I think you're 2 more people away or so. Yeah, but that place of gratitude, what are all the things you are grateful for? What are all the things that you've found bountiful and like abundant in your world, Jessica? Like, keep going back to that. Anytime things feel too overwhelming, maybe this health stuff or whatever, maybe even is coming up and you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to feel that pain or whatever, then go back to just focusing the light on what has worked, what are you grateful for, and then sitting with the emotion, sitting with the pain, and allowing the light or whatever meditation you do, if it's looking at a flame, a candle, I should say. Obviously, be safe around candles. See what will come up with that. And then listen to your intuition. There's a lot here with that. There's some divine messages coming through. Yeah, I feel like that. Okay, Degas. See, and you're my room person. I'm not telling you what the hell the rooms are, man. You do it. Just joking, but that's the room that came. Ooh. I feel like I'm supposed to just tell you there is no time frame on this. Be patient. You do not have to rush with your time. Okay? I feel like that's the main thing that I'm being told to tell you with this. You interpret it as you wish. But I understandably so why, sometimes it feels like there's a time limit, but that is like all a illusion. That time, the last grains of sand going to the bottom, like that is just a freaking illusion. So just trust, speak what you need, do the gratitude, and yeah, you're welcome. Glad that made some sense. Oh dear Lord, have mercy. Okay. You know what's funny? I'm sorry. I'm totally looking at my phone. I'm going to do you next, Miss Megs. But my sister messaged me, which of your boobs are smaller? That's hilarious. I was talking about boobs, see? Why the hell would she even ask me that? That's so weird. Okay, let's do Miss Megs. Yeah, you're welcome, Jessica. Yeah, worrying about time. I mean, based on what you told me about your past, that totally makes sense, right? Time is important. Time structure. Right? Like, I was going through my calendar today and just calculating my hours over the last year because I had to do it from the nursing thing, and just seeing my schedule and all the time and like appointments and things. I was like, oh my God, like what is happening? So time is such a weird thing. We feel like we need to do more and more of it, but yeah, we need to sometimes create spaces. Okay, Miss Megs. And then we'll get to Lion's Den. Ooh, Miss Meg. Ooh, Bloom. We've got a cheetah. Ooh, I don't know if I've pulled that card before. Ooh, the whole cards are really coming out for you. Dreams of abundance. Yeah, there's like definitely a lot of fun, like this is like manifesting energy. It says in the dream. Oh my God. Okay, we got fear, and we got adversity and discipline. So I'm going to just leave those all because I think they kind of all relate in some way. So I'm going to just pull these first. So we have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And then we have adversity. I accept that challenge is the best way to learn. So this, I feel like, is where you've come from. This is where you're like, and most likely in this case around like what you're creating, what you're having as abundance and experiencing in your life. And so it's like these cards are this like thing that maybe it's like still in your mind at times. And, you know, it's easy again to like try to come from that perception or perspective and like, oh my God, like it's been so hard and all these issues that have happened, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, you'd be saying blah, 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 you know. And now it's like, again, you have the ability to create this discipline to be able to make the change because, and like, and more so actually that you have been disciplining yourself. It says here, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And so this, I feel like, is just a message for you to know that like all that work and everything that you've come from is actually creating a new change. Like you are blossoming now, this bloom card. Again, it's like the flower, but it's also the seed. It's like everything rising and connecting to the source. Dreams of abundance, which I will read it to you. I wonder if I can read it backwards. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. I don't know why I felt like I had to. Are you like feeling confused? Like you need to like see things backwards? I don't know. Maybe that's something you need to do. I spent like a period of time last year. I think not the whole journal, but a period of my journaling. I like this journal I had. I wrote it in runes, and it was a fucking gong show. So you know, a lot of people that do magic will like write in a journal that has like different letters. Like you can make your own magical lettering system, right? And do these things to really like that. I think is a part of this discipline. That is you pushing past, making things difficult in a way that's going to be a healthy difficulty so that you grow, right? Anyways, I don't know why I felt like I had to say that for whatever reason. You can even just read a book backwards or something. But as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal. But yeah, you are bringing in more. Like you are hunting. That dream time too is going to be a great time to stock what it is that you want. Maybe if you don't really know exactly what it is, or you're not really sure how to go about doing it, set your intentions before bed, write them down. Just write, okay, what do you want to figure out? Or, hey, spirit, I need guidance on like, what am I going to do to bring in money? I don't know, whatever it might be. And then go to bed. And when you wake up first thing in the morning, write down whatever comes to your mind. Even if you don't remember your dream, if you remember like one person, if you remember there was a red cup, if I can just write down there was a red cup, and then free flow whatever else comes to your mind. And you'll be surprised, more stuff will come in, or also you'll get new insights and stuff. And that's really about like stalking the dream time, as we would say in shamanism. There's something here. Yeah, it's like this is all part of this, but the things that have happened in the past are like done. You are moving forward now. This cheetah's not stopping. That's for fucking sure. I remember the Tell Us World of Science here when they had this. Whoops, oh, that was interesting. Where they had, I'm just doing a room here for you. Okay, in Ghazi, where they had the this exhibit where you would get to run on this like this pad, and they had a light along the side. You got to pick like what animal or the world's fastest man and woman and like all these different things. And then you would pick the button. It would be like, okay, ready, set, go. And then you'd have to like race it on the little light on the side. And I remember the cheetah, like by the time you stepped your foot down, it was already like at the freaking other end. I don't think they did that like from when it starts running, like that takeoff part. But anyways, don't know why. Which it's funny because in Ghazi, the action, taking action, moving forward, like maybe you don't know how you're going to move forward. There's fear, there's uncertainty, whatever, but you've disciplined yourself enough. You know what you need to do. I'm giving you some suggestions right now about using your dream time to then take these actions forward. And that's going to be really supportive because most of the times we think we need to do it in this physical reality and figure everything out, whatever. But it's like sometimes we have to also learn to give it into like the surrender of spirit in that dream time. That's how I kind of describe that. And that can be a very powerful process. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, okay. If you're feeling that scatteredness, then definitely. Okay, well, I'm glad that resonates. Okay, next one. Lion's Den, hello. Love and light. I like that. Okay, let's get you some cards. Lion's Den. Your card is good. Okay, there we go. The frog. Oh. Someone raining on your parade. Oh, this song is so good. I just listened to this new band. Am I allowed to talk about music on this? I don't know if they're gonna like flag me for saying some words. But the song by Yawning Man is the band. Oh, this band, people, this band. And the song is called Black Kite. Anyways, it's a really good song. But it's funny because this frog has black stuff coming down on it, that raining on the parade. There's yellows, there's blacks, there's something here. Power. This one first. Frogs don't really care if they get rained on. Why do you care if people are raining on your parade? Are you giving your power away? Because like sometimes it's like, oh, I have to make this look like it's a bigger deal than it is. If that makes sense. Like sometimes we feel happiness. Sometimes we feel like I've shown up in a certain, okay, let me rephrase this. There's certain people that we hang out with, and we've just basically taken on this certain role around them. And that part of that role is to be like this, oh, woe is me, or really cynical. I have some people in my life, like as soon as I'm around them, I could not see them for like months. As soon as I'm around them, the shit that comes out of my mouth that's like cynical, and I mean, you see me, I'm like kind of sarcastic, but like this is like next level. And I catch myself in those interactions, like, what is going on? Okay, those type of people, get them out of your life. Okay, you are allowed to have happiness, Lion's Den. You're giving your power away every time, because this was in reverse, but I don't think it really matters that much. But like, it's like we do give our power away when we let people rain on our parade, so to speak, right? And you don't need to do that anymore. It's hard. I feel a sadness though of like having to cut away relationships again. This time right now, I don't know if it's a solstice thing. There's so much stuff that's being cut away, people. So much. But the happiness card says, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Windfall of abundance. You saw that card just pop right out, right? An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them are unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. This is something about the relationships. When we lose a relationship or have to let go of something, and don't worry, I'm not going to read this card backwards. Yeah, when we lose something better comes. I know that's not always easy. I've been like learning, reading, hearing things a lot lately about letting go, because this is my thing, is like just let it go. What's meant for you will be there, and you already know what isn't meant for you, right? And it's not easy though. Like, like do these 4 things, and it's gonna make letting go easier. It's like, well, fucking, if it did, I would have done it already. Thank you very much. But anyway, like this is just my own shit I'm talking about. So tuning into that yellow energy, the sun, like the solar plexus chakra, that power, is going to really start to shine forth, and it's going to guide you again at that happiness. So if you are feeling like down and sad, connecting with the sun, connecting with the color yellow can also be helpful. Not too much yellow, because that can also maybe not be the best. Hello, SG Tafik. Bob's Burgers. I don't know. If you want a card, you can let me know. So we have Tiwaz. I'm just finding it interesting the way it landed. It's like it's pointing. It's like this frog, like leaping and pointing towards the power card. Like it's gonna go. You're gonna like go with power. Just keep your mind on the eye. What eye on the prize, or on what you want, right? What are those relationships? Or, and maybe it's even outside of relationships, because relationships, the ultimate relationship is a relationship with yourself. That's really what's important, right? So, and like just thinking about the animals, like the animals don't focus really on others. They do what they need to just survive and keep safe in the moment, but otherwise they're just doing their thing, right? And they respond. They respond as it's needed. And I think there's something about that, Don't hi other people's. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say with that. For sure, John Henry. Hi, Renishia. That's cool name. Yes, we will get some pulls for you all too. So yeah, Lion's Den, just sharing that with you. Focus that energy on the sun, that light. What do you want? The happiness, the joy in the present moment, and then trust that there's this major shift coming for you. So and new greatness of relationships and all these other things that I'm sure the universe has for you. So yeah, you're welcome, Lion's Den. I hope that was helpful. So I didn't hear anything again from SG Tawfiq. I'm not sure what Bob means. So I'm going to just pass you, and I'm going to pull for John Henry. But if you do want a card, you can let me know. Bob's your uncle, right? Sure, Renisha, I will pull one for you as well. John Henry. Is that Trump in your picture? I don't pull cards for Trump lovers. No, I'm just joking. You like just like assume shit? I'm just totally joking. I don't give a fuck, actually. John Henry. Ooh, the owl. That's fun. Ooh. I'm sorry. Can you imagine if I just threw all my cards everywhere? That would be hilarious. I figure it's a joke. Though I don't know why Trump's funny. If he's joking. So we have the owl. We have victory. There, I don't know. There's like some very powerful energy. So it's funny we're kind of talking about a presidential figure. The owl like knows its power. The owl doesn't like fuck around with anything, That's funny. The health card came out again. Oh, and I'm pulling another because I was like, So we have health and courage. Health says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay. And courage, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I don't know if you, John Henry, yeah, Stacy, thanks for being here. I'll see you. And that's like in just like a few, like next week. Yeah. Yes, I do remember. And I'll email you that stuff too when I find out. Sweet. Okay, John Henry, I don't like, when I first saw the owl, I instantly, my mind went to like all the alien things. So I don't know if you have any galactic-y sort of connections or interests, but there's something about this. There's something here. Oh yeah, what's this? There's like a strong galactic thing here for you. So I don't know if you've looked into any of that. Like the whole theory is that the aliens are like basically like the drones of, or the owls are the drones of the aliens. I think for some people, because they are so connected, they don't really feel like they're here on this earth. They're like connected to the earth. It can be harder to connect with people. You know, so if you are someone that's connected to like star seeds and all that, like you're being really mindful, you don't get too caught up in this stuff. I feel like there's something here for you. And there's so much purple. Like we got the owl, it's got a bit of like purple. It might be hard to see. It's like there's a little bit of purples in there. Then we got the victory card, which is purple. We got courage. And then this obstacles and blocks are lifted. So it says all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and movement forward with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So if you are like feeling, if you've been feeling this disconnection from people, if you are like in a place where you just don't know if you belong or whatever, like you are working on something that's really super important on this earth at this point, whatever that is, you know, it doesn't matter how big or small it is, but just know like you need to keep that path moving and that you have all this like galactic energy with you. And you also have this wisdom, like this wisdom of the owl, like, and I think this goes back like again, galactic, like past lives, a lot of this stuff. There's so much. And like spirit, I mean, look at all this freaking purple. The health card says, I'll honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this is just like that reminder too, that like you are physically here. I'm not even reading all the comments. I apologize. I just took mushrooms. I felt I was connected to everything. Very spiritual. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Thanks for sharing that. You're welcome, Miss Megs. So what can you receive from spirit in those states, those altered states, right? From the galactic energies, whatever. Know that you're safe, you're going to get guidance, but also honoring that you have this body. You have to take care of the body while you're here. Sometimes, again, like lots of people, they just want to like kind of like give it up or not care for it. Like it doesn't matter. I'm not from here. Like they kind of take this negative view, but like you need to have, you are going to be successful and victorious. You need to remain having the courage, even throughout any challenges. But if anytime things are getting too overwhelming for you, John Henry, you can like just ask the angels, ask those galactic beings as you start to connect to them more. Because you'll get specifically to who they are, like which beings they are. You know, we all connect to different ones, and different ones connect more strongly to each of us. So you get to decide that through like your process of how you figure that out. So let's get a rune for you. Yeah, whatever this is, it's like soul contracts. Like you are here for this reason. Sorry, I'm just looking at all the O's. I don't know why I'm looking at all the O's. Go, maybe? There's something here. Like, if there's something that you're wanting and you haven't been sure, like, just go for it. Okay? Just go for it in the most respectful way that you can. Have that courage. Know that you'll be victorious. I don't know if this is like related to some relationship or something, but you'll get what you need to. You'll get what you need rather out of that. So I hope that all makes sense, John Henry. Thanks for being here. I guess I'm supposed to tell people if you like the readings and stuff, obviously subscribe. I talk all things magical practices and altered states. Funny that maybe that's why you're here, because of the mushroom stuff. Lots of things on mushrooms, microdosing, and all that fun stuff. Because there's many different ways we can alter our states of mind or consciousness, and it's beneficial and healing. So anyways, I hope that works. Renetia, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. We'll do a card for you next. Renetia. But yeah, if you've enjoyed getting your cards pulled, obviously, if you subscribe, you'll be notified on like other videos. I do have a video from that I put up the other day. It's for the new moon solar eclipse that's happening on Saturday. So it's just some more cards, like little direction, as well as like an energy clearing and healing, just to support as we enter into it. Because like I said, it's funny too, we got the Phoenix card here for Radisha. So Reneshia, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Ooh, that just went right there. Vitality and roots. Anyways, yeah. Ooh, there's lots of red and yellows here. There's something interesting happening here. And yeah, just check out that video. So we've got some interesting cards here for you, Reneshia. Oh, okay. I just need to sit here and look at these because there's something so beautiful about the colors. I wish I could just show you like the image here. So we have the Phoenix, rising from the ashes, this very powerful spiritual creature. This creature that like completely can transform through life and death. And this is part of the cycles of life. So there's something here that's reminding you about this. We have vitality and roots, the solar plexus, so above the belly button, and then the roots being at your root chakra. And I just want to point out, it's funny how they're both in similar shape, like both arms open, legs wide, like standing like this, opening as above, so below, connecting to spirit above. Now that spirit's just above, but that higher consciousness, and then also connecting to the roots, grounding down. There's something very powerful about that that's going to support you, I think, because there might be some doubt right now, whatever this is. And if it is something around like your life changing, your path changing, if you were part of the conversation before, I think this is happening for a lot of people. I know it's happening for myself right now, where we're having to really basically, how I would describe it, it makes sense with the Phoenix. It's like, I feel like I'm fucking setting everything on fire so that a new thing can come in. This loss, this letting go, all that. It can be really intense sometimes, but we can connect to the energies as above, so below, to hold space, to ground us, and to know that we are supported and connected. And so then that doubt that maybe you're having, Renisha, that it says here, I release the need to know all the answers. Letting go. That's what I was saying before. Yeah, whatever that doubt is, like, let's just clear that. It's going to be okay. Like, you're supported all, again, as above, so below. We also have like all the corners of the elements, all four directions. This is like all divinely happening for you. And this employment change. So it says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. Okay, I could have just read the fucking card. Anyways, so yeah. Okay, well, there's your answer. Answer, not don't do anything because I tell you to do it. Okay, this is just what I'm telling you through the cards. You ultimately decide. But if you ever aren't sure, I'm going to pull you a rune here. But if you ever aren't sure, you can literally go and stand with the trees or in your house, wherever you feel most comfortable, and be in that, like, dig your roots deep, arms up, and just be like, hey, like, spirit, what? Like, help me here, hold me, like, support me with this, help me make this change. How can I make the change easier? It doesn't need to be us burning our whole like life down, okay? I just say that because that's oftentimes what things happen in my life, because I like that sometimes. We had Iwas in reverse. It's funny, this all kind of came up before too, but I don't know why I'm pausing. I just have to hold this up for a minute. Maybe there's this thing that's been like a lack of support and connection with your work if you are trying to change jobs. Oh my God, it's like jumping out of my head. And that could be something that's hindering you, is like, oh God, I don't have to deal with this again. At least I've made these relationships and it's something that's worked. I've made it somewhat work. What if it's worse? Especially if we have patterns of that stuff happening all the time. But first off, I just want to say, and maybe the only thing I need to say about this is the fact that who the heck is the same person over these past 2 years? I don't think I know anyone that's the same. Maybe you are, maybe you work with people who are, you know, like at least, but you have changed most likely. And if you're on this channel and you're watching this video, I get the sense that you're most likely someone who is willing to create change, because that's ultimately what this is about. And so just trust that you can turn this around, that you can make it into a new place, this rebirth. It's going to be just so vitality producing and grounding for you. And all the doubts that you maybe had about it are going to like swiftly like just be moved away, because you're going to learn and see, well, like, look at this place I'm finding myself in. Like, you created that. Okay. You created that when it's that time. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So dig your roots, reach up to the sky, enjoy, don't doubt. I love this color of this card, like green. And do whatever you feel called to. So yeah, you're welcome. Okay, but yeah, I appreciate everyone taking part here, getting involved. Nice to know that like maybe the evenings are a nice time for people to like catch into these lives. But check out that video about the solar eclipse. Again, I encourage you. It's coming on Saturday. What a great opportunity to like just clear what maybe doesn't serve you anymore. And yeah, I do private readings and things for people. But if you subscribe, you're going to see like lots of fun like lives and energy work things and other discussions on a variety of topics related to magical practices and altered states. So appreciate you all being here, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely evening. Okay, bye.